culture, adventure, and a little more. Welcome to the magic of the Baja Show.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Baja Uncovered. I am so stoked to be here. I'm JT Meadows. I'm your host, but even more importantly is who I have with us here today. One of the, I'm going to say probably most well-known chefs currently in Valle de Guadalupe, Moumen Nouri. Did I say that right? Did I nail it? Okay.
Moumen, yep.
Moumen,
Yep.
Moumen. And he's the chef and owner of Couscous del Valle, which I believe not too long ago just received a Michelin nod. Is that right?
Yeah. Michelin recognition.
Recognition. I mean, nod, recognition.
Second one.
Second one.
24 and 25.
Awesome. So you have Couscous del Valle, not arguably, it's probably my favorite restaurant currently.
Thank you very much.
And so please tell us a little about yourself and about couscous.
Well, I'm born in Marrakesh, Morocco. Moved to the U.S. in 1996. I don't know how old were you?
I don't want to age myself, but I may have just graduated high school.
Okay. Not too bad.
Okay.
Moved to Cleveland, Ohio. Not
Really?
far from Chicago, yeah.
How did you find Cleveland, Ohio from Marrakesh?
There was some family that owned a restaurant. They're friends of my sister in Morocco, and they just offered me a job there. And,
Really?
They offered to help me with my papers and everything. I was just very lucky. It was also easy at that time for immigrants to move and have their papers with certain jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have to be in the high-tech industry or
Right.
something.
Had you had any previous experience in the United States? Had you ever visited before or anything like that?
Just from Marrakesh, went to Cleveland, Ohio.
Wow.
And that was a month or two before that severe winter started.
Uh-huh.
And I thought I had winter clothes that I brought with me from Morocco. Then it started that -10, -20. So I had to go to a thrift store, spend a couple $100 on real winter clothes.
You needed to put some extra layers on.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
So, just moved, to pursue the American dream, like most Americans do. And the difference is they're born here in the U.S.
Right.
Well, not here, but in the U.S.
Yeah, we're in a bunker underneath Rosarito, approximately 6 miles underneath the city capital.
A bunker like that. And just lived in Ohio for a couple of years, for almost 4 years. Then.
What was the restaurant that you worked at there?
So I first started in the high and dry. These are the family, Mike and Jeff, that offered me this position, and they even gave me a room in their house.
Wow.
For the first 3 months. I'm always grateful to that. Mike and Jeff, the high and dry in 3 months, and it's in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay. What type of cuisine was this restaurant?
It's an American bar.
Okay.
Burgers and sandwiches.
Okay.
It was a nice bar.
Did you have any training in restaurants prior to that in Marrakesh?
In Morocco, yeah. I went to a chef school.
That's where you went to your culinary
First.
school? Okay.
Then I went to, then I finished in university. I studied some hospitality management before I got a job actually I worked in Morocco for a couple of years, for 3 years in a very nice resort in Marrakesh called Palmeraie Golf Palace. It's like a palace.
You put palace in it, it better be nice, right?
Yeah. And then I decided to come to the U.S. Yeah, I had all my education and a lot of experience in Morocco before I moved to the U.S.
What did you think? I mean, I'm from outside of Chicago area, which is similar weather to Ohio and Midwestern people. But your first impression when you came into the United States?
It was very exciting in the beginning. Then you get hit with some reality. It's the first year I almost went back to Morocco.
Really?
Yes.
Why was that?
Well, first I didn't have my papers. I started the process for my papers immediately after, but I was in no man's land for a year and a half to 2 years because we got an attorney, we sent our papers, but there was a time when my tourist visa ended, and when I got my labor certification, it was about a year. But the government had my documents. I applied and
Right.
everything. The attorney said, "Don't worry, just you cannot work. Basically, you cannot work legally speaking."
Legally, yeah.
Yes. I did not work.
Of course, wink, wink.
Yes. So it was a weird feeling where you were half illegal, half legal, and then that cold hits. That winter, it's so long. I don't mind winter. I don't mind a month or 2 months of this
Right,
fun, snowy, like a movie kind of winter.
right.
But in Cleveland, it's 6 months of gray skies and below zero temperatures and stuff. It's so long that you think the whole world is that cold, So if I don't see the sun for a week, I become miserable.
I mean, it changes the way you
depressed.
think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Look at like people from Seattle, no offense if you're from Seattle, but it's rains like 9 or 10 months out of the year up there.
London or something.
Oh, yeah?
Too much rain and you don't see the sun, man. It's
It changes your vibe. It changes how you feel. Yeah.
absolutely. You become like a machine, just home, work. You don't do like pleasant stuff. And when the sun shows up in Cleveland, I mean, even at 35, 40 degrees, suddenly you see people smiling and some girls getting suntan in their backyard.
Yeah, there's still snow on the ground, but it's 40
Yes.
and it's starting to melt. That was when I put my shorts on. I'm ready to rock.
Yeah.
So how long did you spend in Cleveland, Ohio?
3.5 years or 4 years.
Okay.
But after the high and dry, I worked for several years at a restaurant called La Dolce Vita.
Okay.
The owner, Terry Tarantino,
La Dolce Vita, the sweet life.
the sweet
right?
life.
Yeah.
So that's where I spent most of my time. Worked there.
Was that a Mexican cuisine or
Italian restaurant?
Italian? Okay.
Italian in the heart of Little Italy.
Oh wow.
I lived there. So
That was your first kind of more finer dining job in the States?
it was a casual but really old antique restaurant, like classic Italian dishes and like live opera every Monday.
Wow,
And,
that's cool.
it was a fun experience. And then I was managing with my broken English. I tried to manage people. It was a heck of an experience. You have certain knowledge. I came with a lot of education and knowledge and experience from Morocco, but if you don't speak the language really well, you cannot manage really well. You cannot speak at a managerial level, But it was challenging for me, but I made it. It was fun. It took about a couple years to get to that level of language.
Yeah.
Fluidity, basically.
Right. So how long in total did you spend in Ohio?
About 4 years.
Okay. So that was after that one, then you relocated. Where'd you go from there?
I got married, and
Okay.
we moved together to California.
Okay.
And then
Into San Diego?
no, in Carmel, Monterey County.
Really?
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
did you relocate because you had a job offer already, or was it
Yes.
like, hey, let's go out here and
No, I
make a
I
run?
flew before when we decided to move to California. I flew, got job interviews. I wanted to live in a small town, beach town, close to big city. So I did some research months before, because that was my dream, was to open a restaurant in a little beach town. I was not a big fan of big cities. I grew up in a big city. I love Marrakesh, but California, I had that dream about small restaurants, beach town. That was the dream. So I traveled to California, and I found Carmel, Monterey, that area that I liked it. And it's close
Carmel,
to
is that the area that
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood was the mayor of, or
Was
something
the
like that,
mayor,
right? Yeah.
So I got a job. That's when I worked in Royce. I got a job in Royce, managing it. Then I moved to manage another restaurant. So I lived there but I realized I cannot open a restaurant there.
Well, because of the cost, or what was the
two
challenge?
reasons. The cost is quite expensive, but also it's quite conservative when it comes to cuisines. Yes, Monterey has some colleges that with young people, because in order to support an ethnic restaurant, you need, I learned later that you need a big city with young enough population or open-minded populations.
Open-minded is an interesting way
Yep.
to put that, because at that point, what year is this? Like 2000-ish?
99, 2000. Yep.
Okay. And
2000, yeah.
2000. And so there, I mean, I'm sure there was Chinese food and there was Italian, but I mean,
We're talking now other
Marrakesh style
ethnic-
food. Yeah. I mean, you're introducing something almost completely new to people.
Very new. Moroccan is not as common. It's delicious food, of course, but it's not very common. And there is, when you go to some conservative, rich areas of the country, people stick with what they like: steak, seafood, pasta, Italian, stuff like that.
Right.
Then when I was in Carmel, those families that would support a mid-range priced restaurants like mine, they think when they want to eat ethnic, they go to a Mexican restaurant. No insult.
That's
but
how my family grew up. Yeah. I mean, we're like, hey, we're going to Taco Bell, guys.
yeah. So Moroccan, I would need a couple of years just to educate them about the cuisine and get them to change their mind and tell them it's not Lebanese, it's Moroccan, and especially that Lebanese Mediterranean was becoming quite common in the U.S. And they're Mediterranean.
More like Greek though.
Greek
or
and Lebanese,
Lebanese,
they all,
yeah.
and Turkish, they all put them into the one umbrella of Mediterranean, and it's cheap. All
Right.
those Mediterranean places, you can have a big plate of shawarma with hummus and salad and pita for $12.
Yeah.
Now I'm coming with a more sophisticated cuisine that has golden raisins and saffron and couscous and honey lamb. That would cost them double that.
Yeah, you can't sell that for $12.
But they would think it's the same cuisine. So it was challenging. I decided not to open in Carmel.
So had you done anything? I mean, had you like tested it out on people, or you just kind of
Yes.
knew? Yeah.
So while I was running restaurants, I started a personal chef business.
Oh, okay.
But that test was just to give people to test the food. I was cooking weekends in people's homes, in private events.
Wow.
People loved the food, but I lived there long enough to know that there is not enough of these people. You know, Carmel is a small town.
Right.
There's not enough population to justify a $500,000 investment or borrowing tons of money from banks and taking risks and stuff, you know.
Right.
Then I learned that I have to be in a big city. A big city also that has water that's not freezing cold.
Right. Right.
The further south I could go was San Diego.
Yeah. Pretty much all year long up in the ocean up there, it's cold.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. It's
all the
still
time.
cold, but not like the Bay Area.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you realize this isn't the place to be,
Yeah.
or at least where you're going to make your dream come true.
Yep.
And then is that when you came into San Diego?
San Diego, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And this was about what?
2003.
2003.
2003, moved to San Diego. Got out of management for the first time in my career. And I worked as a server in Hotel Del.
Oh, wow. Really?
Because when I was in Pebble Beach, I was making a decent salary. But my servers were making double the money I was making between
Yeah.
their salary and the tips. They didn't even care about their paycheck, the salary, the hourly wages.
Oh, yeah.
They were making so much tips. It's like, this is how it is in California.
Yeah.
So I'm
And
gonna...
especially at the Hotel Del. I mean,
So
I
I
wouldn't,
decided-
I wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised actually if you met some of my family. At some,
Probably.
my family was living for a long time in Coronado. My grandparents, my aunts and uncles.
Probably served
And
them.
they went there. They'd walk to the Del probably once a week.
Oh.
Go eat over there.
If they like fish and chips, I probably
So
served them.
if you recognize a really classy older white lady that liked martinis. Oh wait, that just described it.
I've seen many of them. And I was starting to feel like I needed to start saving money to open my dream restaurant. You know? And I didn't have enough money saved by the time. So the only thing to do is to wait tables, live in with roommates, just went back to the like college time.
Yeah, you're living your college years after
That's it.
college years.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. That's the server way, man.
Yeah. And I saved money at the time, you know. And
Yeah.
I was doing well as a server. I was not happy at all.
What part of San Diego did you live in at that
I
time?
moved to Bonita first.
So you're going all the way from, I mean, that's probably solid 35, 40-minute drive each way to Coronado?
Yeah, about 25.
Yeah.
25.
You
yes.
drive fast.
Yes, I do actually. It's not that far away. I mean,
Yeah.
You hit because we don't drive during rush hour. Servers don't work. It's not an 8 to 5 job.
Right,
you know?
right. Yeah, you're going in at 11 or you're going in
2
at
in the
4.
afternoon,
Yeah,
come back
exactly.
at 11 p.m.
Yeah. So how long did you work at the Dell?
3 years.
Okay.
3 years from 2003 to 2006.
Okay.
Then I opened my restaurant.
In 2006 is when you opened.
Yes.
So that's what, I mean, if you know of Couscous in Valle de Guadalupe, you had originally opened your first one in Hillcrest area in San Diego, right? Was it Fourth Avenue? Fourth Avenue. Yeah. In between University and Washington, I think.
Between University and Washington,
that's right.
Yeah. I opened there. We started construction in 2005. Built it from scratch in an underground space, almost a basement.
What was, I mean, the only thing that was really over there around that time was like Chef Deborah Scott's spot right there, right? Or
Which
what
one?
was
Chef Deborah?
You know Deborah Scott who with the Cohen Group?
Yes,
she's with the
yes,
Cohen
yes.
Group. She had a place there that was right there.
Fifth Avenue.
Yeah.
I forgot the name, but yes.
Or Corvette Diner was there.
Corvette Diner.
That's right.
Before they moved somewhere else. Well, there were some family-owned restaurants when I first went there. But I didn't have a choice. I presented my business plans to several landlords at that time. Since 2004, I was looking for a space. And I got refused by all of them. The place where I ended up is the only one that accepted me.
Was it because it was a Moroccan thing and they didn't believe in it? Or
At that time, 2003, 2004, real estate was booming. Restaurants were like, everybody wanted to open restaurants. People were doing well, and people were investing in restaurants. So the landlords had the luxury to choose from, and they only would take in people with business experience. They don't care if you were manager or you have a bachelor in hospitality or whatever, but you have to have a good resume as a business owner, which I did not, you know. So at that time, I presented my plans to landlords in East Village in San Diego.
Oh, really?
East Village, they were just started to be,
Yeah,
they were
nothing.
building all those high rises at that time,
Yeah,
2004. East Village, North Park. The only person that accepted me, and I was grateful for that, was at the spot in Hillcrest, because it was empty for 2 years. It was a piece of trash. I spent weeks, couple of months cleaning it up first.
And it was that spot was kind of like subterranean.
Yeah.
It was underground almost, right?
It's underground, which was cool. It's cool when you find it. A lot of people they say that it's like it's a cool spot, but because you saw it, because you found it, because you came. But 90% of people walk right by it, drove right by it, and didn't see it. So for that reason, it took me months, more than a year, before we start to get busy, you know.
So at that point, I mean, you're 9 months, a year in. Are you sweating? Are you like, man, I made a mistake?
6 months in, 6 months in, I was spent time just juggling credit cards and borrowing money to pay the others. It was rough. Then there was a couple. There was some clients. They came on a Saturday night. They loved the food. Saturday used to have 3-4 tables on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And I was there every day.
How many tables did you have in general?
25 tables.
And on a Saturday night, you're getting 3
Four
tables.
tables. I had 3 employees. I was cooking, serving foods. I had a helper in the kitchen, another one in the floor. And then I can come out, bring the food in, serve the table. I can jump out and clear the table. And people tell me, tell the chef this is super delicious. Please thank the chef. And I was too embarrassed to tell them I was the chef because I just looked like a busboy or server or something. I told them,
Like,
I'll
oh,
tell
that
him.
cute foreign guy. He's really working hard.
Yeah, it was hilarious. But this couple, they loved the food. They came 2 Saturdays in a row, and they sent an email to this food critic of a magazine, the San Diego Readers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Reader. Yeah.
The Reader had this lady, Naomi Wise.
She was around for a while though.
She was a very solid food critic.
Yeah.
Nobody knew how she looked like. She was one of those food critics like in Chicago, New York, like where they go.
The silent diner.
Yes. And people were frightened of her because she was honest.
Yeah.
You know. They sent her an email. They told her, you have to go check out this cool new place. And she came. She came.
And did you know who she was when she showed up?
Come.
Okay.
So she came on a Thursday, and at that time I didn't clear her table, but after they ate, they were eating. I went out. How was everything? I remember I had cinnamon on my apron. I just smelled cinnamon because I put cinnamon powder on things. And one of the guys with her mentioned that I smelled cinnamon or something like. So they were like, "This is delicious. Are you the chef?" I told her, "Yes, ma'am." And then they left. Next day she called. She called in the morning. I was cooking, doing my prep. I answered the phone. Was hoping for a reservation. She said, "This is Naomi Wise." My heart started beating because we all knew about her.
Right.
And people send her invitations when they open restaurants, but she only goes to specific places. And
Right.
she said, "Let me tell you, I was in your restaurant yesterday. I was going to faint.
Your heart drops.
And let me tell you this, just start hiring people."
Really?
That's all she said.
Really?
I almost cried. So,
And that was the end of the conversation.
well, she said, "I loved it. The article is going to come next Thursday.
And she didn't tell you any critiques or anything other than
She just-
get ready.
Just get ready." She
Wow.
knows her effect.
Yeah.
Immediately, I put an ad, I don't remember where, in Craigslist or something. We hired people that week. And the restaurant, she launched my restaurant.
Really?
Naomi Wise, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Off of one review.
One review, but she led the thing in review in articles. Then all these different little magazines and the Union Tribune and everybody now wanted to.
It was syndicated.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it got other people like, oh, she liked it. I got to go.
Yep. So
Yeah.
the TV and stuff like that. So that
Yeah.
launched us.
And that, what year was that approximately? So that
Well,
would be
the end of 2006,
at the end of 2006.
beginning 2007.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember, so my wife at the time, she says hi, by the way.
Hello.
Gina. Say hi,
Hello, Gina.
She had asked me, I remember and I would say it was probably around 2007, 2008-ish. And I was a really closed-minded food person at that time. I'm like, I barbecue. That's what I like. I like,
yes.
you know, and that's what I'm into. I'll get some Chinese food or some Thai food. But I remember she said, "Hey, I'm going to take you on a date." First off, she says, "I'm taking you on a date in Hillcrest." And I was, at the time, if you don't know, Hillcrest was a predominantly gay area.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was a predominantly closed-minded individual. And now I love you guys. I love you all.
Yeah.
But I remember I'm like, oh shit, really? Like really, we're going, okay, babe, if that's what you want. And then
Is this a trap?
Yeah, and like, what is it? What place are we going to? And she goes, it's a surprise. And I remember we walked up in the front of it, and I was like looking, and I saw the colors, and you have really vibrant colors in the place. And I was standing up there, and I we what the hell is this, babe?
Are we in Afghanistan?
Yeah. She was like,
back to war.
And she literally, she goes, just trust me. Like, it's supposed to be an amazing Moroccan. I'm like, a what? A Moroccan? I'm thinking like one of those, you know, you're shaking. I'm like, oh, it's a Spanish, Mexican place? Or no. She's like, Moroccans, you know. And I'm like, okay, babe, I trust you. And we walked down, but almost immediately, I remember, man, I really remember the feel that you got walking into that place, like you almost got transported into a totally different country.
That's what Naomi Wise said in the first paragraph. First phrases.
Really?
Is what you just said, yes. Being
Wow.
transported. And that's all I was looking to offer.
Yeah.
It's not just about the food. It's more than the food, of course.
The experience.
The experience. That's all I like to share.
And that started, I mean, the experience there started from the front door.
Yeah.
And I remember at that point too, I wasn't in the restaurant world at that point. I was in the financial world at that point. And I remember I was any, agents or reps or, planners or whatever that I worked with or worked with me. I would even use examples and be like, you got to try this place. The service is ridiculous. And this is how you need to treat your customers.
Yeah.
Whether you like them or not.
Yep. Yes. Well, what you said about your wife, that's what I experienced is, first of all, this was my experience in couscous. Women are much more adventurous than guys. Even myself, I'm a burger guy. I can make some eggs in olive oil and I'm happy.
Yeah.
So we get sometimes either women, they come first, girlfriends, then they all tell me, I'm going to drag my husband or I'm going to bring my boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And they all come reluctant. Their boyfriends and husbands, they come next visits mm-hmm. with them. But I decided to add a little something to my menu just to make the guys happy.
So were guys like, I mean, they're like, babe, I can't eat this.
Look, guys are meat and potato guys.
Right.
It doesn't, most guys, they can go to fancy restaurants and do all that fancy stuff. But at the end of the day, generally speaking, so I added ginger garlic mashed potatoes. And I had this grilled lamb sausage, grilled merguez, mm-hmm. over ginger garlic mashed potatoes. And that's what I had some regulars, that's all they order.
Really?
Guys.
Really? Because they feel like I'm getting a manly man meal right now.
Well, if they see something they recognize mm-hmm. in the menu, it's not too exotic. Mm-hmm. At least something, I had grilled lamb chops or grilled lamb sausage over ginger garlic mashed potato. It looks like something you can see in other restaurants.
Something familiar to the eyes.
Familiar to the eyes,
yeah.
at least.
And that's why we buy with our eyes,
of course.
Or smell.
Of course. Yeah. It's intimidating if you've never been in a Moroccan restaurant and you see charmoula, tagine, khizou, and all those bastila. It's quite intimidating. Then you go to the restaurant where you want just a burger that you recognize. Mm-hmm. You recognize the language, the shape of the food and everything. So we usually stick with what our comfort food is,
Right.
And that's not a bad thing. That's a normal thing, That's why sometimes big cities, people are more open-minded when it comes to food because they frequent a lot of immigrants, so they try their food and stuff. So you get that social friction that allow you, I have this friend from Jamaica and I went to his house. Oh my God, that chicken his mom made was delicious. Then you got introduced to something new. And those things happen in America in big cities first. Mm-hmm. People get introduced to different immigrants' cuisines.
So at this point, I mean, you've started to kind of skyrocket the business.
Yep.
And I mean, was it all smooth sailing from there and rainbows and puffy clouds?
The restaurant was busy, mm-hmm. but underground, because I didn't start well from the beginning, mm-hmm. financially speaking.
So now you're trying to get yourself out of the hole.
Yeah, it was almost impossible.
Mm-hmm.
It was impossible. Nobody knew that, but I never got out of that hole. The restaurant costs like almost $450,000.
Ouch.
But 90% of it was borrowed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my capital was a tiny percentage of the total cost. Mm-hmm. So I was paying so much interest. I was working for the banks and for my landlords and my employees, basically.
And then you have a slow weekend, and put you back.
It was rough, and you have to hide that. You have to camouflage that. But it's like gambling. You doing well for a couple months, then we go to war or some shit happens, then it slows down. When you make money in restaurants, even in normal restaurants, normal financial situation, when you make a profit, it's not 30-40%
No.
profit. It's 10-15. The most is 20%.
I think, yeah, the most efficient restaurants out there, if you were to see a 23% profit margin, you're the rocket scientist
Yes,
of that biz. And
exactly.
I would always tell people, like, you're squeezing nickels to get a penny out of it.
Yep.
You know, to
Yeah.
hopefully get something that you're 20%.
Yep.
You know,
But I was never there, of course. But it was not the money I wanted. It is because I had plans to open more restaurants. I knew one restaurant is just to get your feet on the ground, to start something.
get your resume so
Get
a
your
landlord
resume
will rent
with
to
these
you.
Goddamn landlords. But after 3 years, I was getting offers anyway.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't.
Offers to team up with people, or
To-
just,
to
hey, I
open
want to
restaurants.
invest in another couscous.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, they were starting to build few places in Hillcrest at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Even some of the old landlords that refused me, they offered me spaces,
Mm-hmm.
but to put to do my own tenant improvement,
Oh,
to build
yeah.
my own restaurant. But I just couldn't at that time. I was just what people didn't know was just fighting hard to keep that place going.
Yeah, you're treading water.
Yes.
Or trying to keep your head above
You
water.
get those terms, man.
Yeah,
How
you
do
know,
say
hey,
it?
treading water.
Tread in water.
Right, just trying to kick
Yeah.
your feet so you can just keep your nose above there and you can still breathe. And you're like, I hope I can eat tomorrow. And shit, I
Yep.
can't believe it's raining today. It was
Why
supposed
you
to be
think
a
I
big
swim?
day. That's right.
So yeah.
That's right. So you kept that location for a while.
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
Wow. And so let's flash sort of forward. So come 2020, when
Yes.
the pandemic hit the United States, what was that like for you up there?
It got things harder, of course, because when they asked us to close restaurants or to do takeout only, couscous is a destination restaurant. People came for an experience. Of course, they came for the food, but when you're sitting at home and you order takeouts, you usually get Chinese or pizza or some comfort food, you know. So we didn't do well with that part. Just we have some core regulars that kept us floating, that supported us during those.
Did you get to do any of like the street side dining
Yeah, we
expansion
did
stuff
whatever
and everything?
they ask us.
That was at the beginning of that. I remember when, okay, we're closing. Everyone has to close.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, they're like, okay, you can reopen. Oh, the first time was like a month or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Okay, you can reopen. And then 2 weeks after that, you got to close.
It was exhausting.
And a lot of money to do
It was
that.
exhausting. And what people don't know is every time you close and you reopen, sometimes you lose some of your employees.
Mm-hmm.
And a Moroccan restaurant is a specialty restaurant. It takes me months to train employees, servers and cooks alike, for the standards of our cuisine, the specificities, how to explain it, how to cook it, and stuff like that.
Because you're not just a foreign food. You're a foreign food
Very
that
foreign.
not a lot of people know about.
Minority of a minority. So you lose employees, so I have to find new employees and retrain them. So it was if you have an Italian restaurant, any server have worked in Italian restaurant, they know.
You may have to explain what osso buco is every once in a while, but
Yes.
yeah,
But not the whole menu.
right.
So it was exhausting a little bit to reopen. And yes, I built that deck outside. It was just the whole thing.
Yeah.
And and then there was the homeless issue got bigger in Hillcrest
When they were pushing everybody out of
COVID.
like East Village and up into the hills,
Yeah.
and yeah, that got really bad over there.
Yeah, COVID was a weird time. It was a weird time. But we all stayed at home and we were rethinking what to do with our lives. And do I buy a dog? Or do I get a dog or not?
Do I get a dog or do I save money for some spices?
Yeah, yes. I was going crazy. I'm a people person. I like to be with people, and I was just going nuts.
Yeah.
You know, I was going crazy at home, and I wanted to buy a pet.
Yeah.
Then I started looking for somebody to dog sit for me if I'm working, and I couldn't find a person. Then I was starting to think about getting those robot dogs. I'm not kidding you.
Like a pet rock, but it's a robot dog.
It's Japanese robot dog. I found one for $500, and I almost bought it.
Really?
Yeah, you know, I'm laughing at myself now, but I almost bought it.
I'm picturing you like talking to a robot dog right now.
Yes.
Like, let me tell you about my Moroccan cuisine.
Yeah.
Pepe.
Oh, COVID was rough. Yeah.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
It was brutal. So at that point in 2020, what was your experience in Baja?
Well, I've always wanted to open a second restaurant south of the border.
That was your goal, was south of the border?
That was my goal before I opened Couscous in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
I went to visit Valle in 2004 and I fell in love with it. But at that time, I was doing a business plan for my Couscous San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, first one in San Diego, second one, or third one in Baja.
Wow, you had that goal from the beginning.
Yeah, from the get-go.
Wow, man.
And then I moved. I still had Couscous in San Diego. Before COVID, in 2018 or even 7, I moved to live in Real del Mar in Mexico.
Oh, north of Rosarito up
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I moved there. I was still commuting to San Diego, but I wanted to live in Mexico to be sure. Well, first to get to know the culture, to get to know the ins and outs, because I did that in San Diego. I moved to San Diego first for a couple of years before I opened Couscous. You know, you need to get to know people and people to know you. That's what I did. And I started looking at that time. I started looking, and I found a place in Real del Mar, across the highway from where I was living. Real del Mar, the golf resort.
Right. But you found a place within the golf resort area?
Yep. And I spent months negotiating with them. And they ended up giving me everything I asked for. It was an old restaurant that was closing.
Mm-hmm.
Then they sent me the contract to sign, the attorneys of that area. Then I got the contracts and I panicked a little bit. I told them, I remember sending them an email. I told them, give me 2 weeks to sleep on it. I need to look at it, to study it, whatever. Even if they gave me everything I asked for.
And it's all in Spanish, right? I mean,
yes, there is that
right.
also.
Hey amigos, are you looking for peace of mind for daily living and everyday Baja adventures? Ride Baja Mexican Insurance has you covered. Open nights and weekends with real support across the entire peninsula. From motorcycles and cars to off-road vehicles, boats, and even your home, Ride Baja protects what matters most. I personally trust Ride Baja for all of my insurance needs so I can focus on the journey and not on the worry. Ride Baja Mexican Insurance, coverage that goes wherever Baja takes you.
During those 2 weeks, a friend of mine called me, Amar. He owns restaurants in San Diego. He's the owner also of Tahona.
Oh, yeah.
Tahona restaurant.
Awesome spot.
Yeah.
That's on Cuatros
Inside
property.
Cuatros, yes. He called me. He's like, Moumen, there is my landlord, the Cuatros landlords. They're interested in opening a restaurant in their new small winery, Anatolia, where I am.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that was the same owners. I had no idea.
Yeah, well, it's a big family, two sisters with some other partners. It's all women-owned and run winery. Claudia and Maru to rent with somebody else. And then, so we met, and that's it. The rest is history.
History.
Yeah.
History. So that was,
that was in 2020.
In 2020.
The end of 2020, yes. We met. Then we figured out what to do and everything, negotiated and everything.
So you opened originally in that first
21.
year of COVID?
No, the end of 21.
End of 21?
Yes.
Okay, because COVID was 2020, March 2020, and then
Yes, no, a year later.
Wow.
So we met, we talked, discussed what to do and everything. Then we started construction during 2020. We started construction. I mean 2021.
right.
We started construction.
And at that point, I mean, there was still kind of some residuals of COVID stuff going on, and the Omicron virus had come out at that point, and everything, and
But they were more lenient a little bit with the outdoors places in Valle de Guadalupe, and then
you just had to walk through a sanitizer shower. Did you see it? Did you have one of those by chance?
No.
I remember I went to I think it was King and Queen.
Yes.
And when you walked
they had the
in,
temperature thing.
Yeah, well, it was almost like you were walking through a human car wash. Like
Really?
it was a big like square deal, and as you walked into it, it censored that someone's in there, and it just started spraying you with fucking
stuff on you.
sanitizer. It was
That's
so,
a little
and I was
radical.
just like, this is really weird. You know, this is
Yeah,
really
they
weird.
opened early. Yes, they opened early.
Yeah, and they were primarily outdoors, so I think
Yep,
it was
yep.
yeah. And so you opened in 2021, and what's your reception like?
Well, I haven't decided to close San Diego until toward the end, until we were opening. I was about to open Couscous in Valle.
Were you thinking about keeping both open at the
Yes.
same time and operating both?
During construction, that was the goal.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was really hard for me to let go of San Diego when, especially that they were starting to give good grants and good financial help to get going during COVID, toward the end of COVID.
The PPP
Yeah, there was
money
a
and
second
everything.
PPP. Then there was a nice grant that they offered restaurants
Yeah, I
in
remember that.
California. But I was so content with the location where I was. I knew it was going to be a big hit that I decided to let go of.
Was
San
that
Diego.
after you opened in Valle? Or right at this? Really?
Yes. I had to decide because I wanted to give my 100% efforts to the new location, and I moved by that time, so I decided to close.
Was the San Diego couscous profitable at that point?
No.
So it was just, it wasn't like oh man, I'm gonna give up all this to.
I never took the grant, never
Yeah.
took the money. If I took the money, I had to choose. I thought about it for weeks. There was a big grant. If I took it, it was going to be almost $200,000 or something like that.
And you didn't have
I
to
had
pay
to
it
stay.
back. Yeah.
I didn't have to. It's 0%.
Right.
It's free money. I had to stay in San Diego. I had to keep couscous open.
Right.
Some friends, they took it. Of course, they're from San Diego. They opened another restaurant. And
I'll tell you a sort of random story. I was in Zihuatanejo
okay.
around that time. Actually, after the grants had come out, and we had gotten one for the downtown San Diego restaurant. And I met this couple. They were amazed. I was hanging out with them for a couple days, and I literally, I was like, so what do you guys do? And they're like, nah, we just sail around. I'm like, really? What do you sail around? And they're like, yeah, that's our boat right out there. And I look out and look at it, and I literally see on the back of the boat, and it said Gracias PPP. So the payroll protection program. Yeah. And I was like, what's that? Is that the PPP thing? And like, yeah, we had a bunch of restaurants in California, and we took the money and ran. That's what a lot of people did that too.
People got audited, you know.
Did it finally happen? I mean, because it was almost audited,
went to jail and stuff. Yes.
I mean, when we were getting that, it was almost just like, yeah, you had to supply some financials and you had, this and that. But then once you got the money, I don't even remember ever getting hit up after that.
Yeah, those people that had the boat did not need that PPP.
No.
But of course, everybody took it.
Right.
So people like me, I took it today. Tomorrow was gone because I paid.
You're using it
rent
for the right
and
purposes.
And labor costs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are people. There are people that did very well during COVID.
I mean, including employees.
Yes, yes.
That was one of our toughest things reopening multiple different times was getting employees to come back because they were making. I mean, I had dishwashers that were making $4,200 or $4,400 a month
in aid, right?
In
Financial aid.
in the whatever,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
unemployment
yeah.
and the offsets and everything else. And that guy wasn't making that working 3 jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
And so like, yeah, why the fuck would I come back to work?
They got the cold shoulder. A lot of good employees. They stay at home. They got that free money, and that was one of the issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So you open
Yep.
in Valle de Guadalupe. What was it like when you first opened?
Was instant success.
Really?
Yes, I'm now the luckiest man on earth. It was, I made a post in this Facebook group called Vive Valle.
Yeah.
It has like 90,000 now. At that time had like 50 or 60,000. Just made that post. That post itself, that one post, I put some pictures and it's like, hey, I'm very happy to tell you that I moved my restaurants to Valle. It's Moroccan food. Put some pictures. I had more interaction, that one post, comments and likes and loves and stuff in one post than most of my San Diego posts combined since Facebook started.
Really?
It was crazy. It was thousands of likes and comments and just that one little post launched the restaurant.
And
you
at that time, I mean, you had to be almost a breath of fresh air for Valle de Guadalupe too.
Well, for the whole region, because we don't have in Baja, what I learned, thank God for me, is there is not enough ethnic food here because there is not enough immigrants from. Chinese is not ethnic food in Mexico.
Yeah.
The Chinese populations have been here for a century or two, I think.
Since late 1800s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a lot of Japanese, bunch of some. There is not enough. Tijuana has 2 Lebanese restaurants.
Really, in the whole, I mean, that's
The whole city of Tijuana.
like
There is no
4 or 5
Ethiopian
million
food,
people.
no Turkish, definitely no Moroccan. So the whole ethnic. We're very spoiled in the U.S. Most medium to big city to large cities, you can eat almost any cuisine you want. I mean, Himalayan food, for God's sake, you can find it in San Diego. I didn't know
Right.
it existed.
Yeah, yeah.
So Mexicans are, by the way, 90% of my guests, my customers, are Mexican nationals.
I think that is the smartest way to be down here too. No
You know,
offense
yes.
to my
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
but
Well, you can't depend on American tourists.
right.
The other 10%, most of them are actually Americans that live here in Baja.
Yeah.
Because American tourists, they come once in long weekends, the open-minded ones, and
Right.
stuff, the long weekends and some holidays and stuff. They show up and.
But when there's a negative news thing or something happens or a
Yes.
problem at the border or even a problem in Puerto
Politics.
Vallarta, and
Exactly.
they're like, oh, I'm not going to Baja because there was a killing in Puerto Vallarta.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So we Mexicans are well-traveled people and are thirsty for something new.
Yeah.
I offer them something different, and they love anything Arabian and the belly dancer. Even if I didn't have a belly dancer, but they all asking me for hookah and belly dancer and eat with your hands.
So you have belly dancers there on the norm?
I did the first 2 years.
Yeah. Let's say if you're ever looking for one, I'm free on some weekends, so I could. Why'd you look down at my
No,
belly when I said that, man? That was messed
I
up.
won't
Bro.
hire you yet. You caught me looking.
I mean,
like
I look amazing in a halter top. I'm
gonna lose customers if you belly dance for me, man.
Absolutely. People are gonna throw up for sure.
You could in Hillcrest.
Yeah,
You could
yeah.
probably
I,
attract
actually,
some.
they don't even like me there anymore. Yeah, no. So you open up with a bang,
Yep.
and I mean, one thing I've noticed about your place, even like our friend Saria,
Yes.
right? Saria. I went there with her. I don't know when it was. That was my first time going there since you had opened in Valle.
Okay.
And I heard about it, and my dumbass, literally, I was like, nah, that's not the same spot because it's spelled with a K.
Oh.
Couscous isn't with a K, but why is like couscous with a C
Well,
the food? But
Yes. It's a marketing decision. And actually, I was on a show on NPR, on NPR, talking about it.
Uh-huh.
So this is in 2005, right before I opened in the end of 2005. So I wanted couscous, but I wanted first two things: separate the food from the name of my restaurant. So I replaced C with a K.
Because we're not just couscous.
Yes,
We're the vibe.
Exactly.
We're the Moroccan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And also the K, the letter K, is much more attractive than a C.
Really?
Yes, K is for king. Is to me is much more. It looks better.
It's regal. It's more refined. It's more
Probably.
classy.
C is boring. It's just C. The K, you make more effort to draw a K.
Ah, okay. Okay.
The third reason is it started a conversation.
Like we just did.
People complained to me when I first opened. They're like, because at that time there were still yellow books, yellow pages.
Oh, yeah.
And there were some elderly people that's like, we've been looking for couscous with a C. We didn't realize you're with a K. You know, in the yellow pages, you still...
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, ma'am.
But it's so good, we're still going to come back. We just know where to find it in the phone book next time. Yeah.
So people debate why he's doing couscous with a K, or even a complaint was kind of good for me at the time. You know, just
It worked.
It worked.
It worked. So one thing that's really cool about your cuisine is it's a very visual cuisine. Not just the food itself, but even your presentation.
Tagines.
Yeah. So talk about like a tagine.
Well, first, it's served casually the way we eat in Morocco. But what people love is those clay pots, the tagines. First, we bring those salads and appetizers first. We start with all the vitamins. I tell people, you know, we got the Mediterranean salad, the chizu, the carrot salad, the hummus, and another green dip, packed with vitamins, with Moroccan bread. Just bringing those little things into the table are appetizing. People love that.
And you also, you almost start off with this just amazing communal thing.
Yes.
Where even if strangers are coming on a wine tour and they sit down, they immediately are forced into becoming friends. Yeah.
Exactly. That's really the experience that I'm looking for to share is you sit at home, you're almost like a little Thanksgiving in your house. You sit with people. Hey, pass me the salad. Give me this. Here is the bread. So everything is to share. You know. Then the tagine come. People love that clay pots.
I remember the group that I had there. You know, before when the things came out. You know, they see them. They're like, "Ooh, what's that?"
Yes.
And they're so amazed.
There was, you know, when I went to chef school in Morocco, we learned different style of services, and there was this fancy French service is called à la cloche, which is you put the food in the plate, then you put this lid called la cloche. You put the lid, then you bring the plate to the people, you put them, then you take the lids off, and people love that discovering of the thing. We've been doing that for centuries with our clay pots.
Right.
It's called tagine.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's even like, I mean, part of the style of your tagine, like the way it's presented when it comes out with the clay top on it too, even the way that you guys take that top off and swirl it around.
Yeah, I love my team because I told them years ago, it's this swerving. It started I tell them when you take, the new servers now don't know the history of that swerve. They just learned it from the others, from the management, because there is all that lid has all the vapor. That vapor that comes out of the meat is full of flavor. That's why the top has that cone shape, is it condenses quickly and it drops back into the food. You don't want to lose the flavor.
Wow.
So I tell them, just a little shake. I told them 4 years ago, a little tiny swerve shake, so you drop the sauce back into all the deliciousness go back into the meat. Then they start to go fancier and fancier.
Yeah, it's almost like your Moroccan version of, you know, like when a chef throws the salt out, like.
Yep.
But I remember the same thing when I had the group that went there. that when they did that, and they're like, "Oh my God, that's so cool."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, it is."
People look for something different.
Yeah, for sure.
Different is exciting.
Yeah.
You know, different in the service, different in the flavors, and yeah.
How long? I mean, I'm sure there's different, styles, but I've almost always felt like I don't really like lamb, but your lamb is amazing.
Thank you.
The flavors are amazing, and the way you separate your flavors from even one piece of the dish to the stuff that's even underneath it. You get so many cool layers that come through on it, and the experience just explodes. It's amazing.
It took me, I mean, I opened the first couscous in San Diego. I was a little cocky. I thought, I'm a good chef. I've been managing big restaurants, so I know what to do. But I learned that I still had to fine-tune my recipes. It took me almost 5 years to keep fine-tuning the recipes until I nailed it. Those are Moroccan recipes, yes, and there are traditional recipes, but you still had to fine-tune things because there are techniques to make tagines, and some people put too much spices, so you end up overpowering your food with turmeric or with cinnamon and nutmeg or something. But Moroccan food is very subtle, very balanced cuisine, delicious, not super spicy, not very spicy, just very delicious where people can eat. Good Moroccan food is you're still trying to discover things after you finish your meal.
You're like, what was that? Yeah.
Yeah, there was something floral, Moumen. What, that's
Yeah.
rose water.
You have a little burp a little while later, and you're like, ooh, I didn't catch that on the first go.
And your palate has to be still hungry. Your stomach is full, but you still want to eat more.
Yeah.
That's good food to me.
Man.
You know how they do in those cooking shows where the chefs that are tasting the foods, they grab a fork of the dish that they're tasting, and those poor students are standing in front of them, and the guy get that first bite and immediately is amazed. To me, that's fake.
Just for the camera?
No, not fake, but that's not the right definition of a delicious meal. Not that first bite. It has to take several bites where those flavors develop in your palate, because I can have one bite of bread with blue cheese. I don't need a sophisticated meal to have that burst of flavors in my mouth. I can take a piece of bread with a chunk of blue cheese and an olive. Those are all bursting with flavors, elements, and put it in my mouth, and I get that excitement.
Right.
But if you spend hours making some dish, I need to give you that long-term experience. And that's, you want to know what's in it, you're still hungry after you leave the restaurants, and you want to come back for more.
And with such powerful, I would say Moroccan is probably got to be one of the toughest cuisines because of the powerful spices and seasonings that are in your dishes. And if you have too much of one, it overpowers the other.
And that's where I took 5 years to come up with the recipes that I have. But also, it's a lot of people don't know, it's a delicious cuisine. But there is not many Moroccan restaurants around the world, like Chinese, Italian, and French, because it's hard to industrialize. So I found the recipes, but I found the right technique to make you enjoy good Moroccan foods, even if 2 people came or 200 came that day. So I came up with the right technique to industrialize my cuisine. And that's very hard thing to do, even in Morocco.
Because you're not just cooking something like to order right away.
Yes.
Your dishes are cooked over hours.
That's the problem. That the slow cooking, the whole thing. I won't give you all the secrets, but I nailed it.
Yeah.
It took me years. I got the recipes. I got the technique. Now just need to copy and paste.
Yeah. Well, that's a great. That's a great thing to kind of go to. So, you've gotten the nod and the recognition from Michelin. What did that feel like? I mean, did you expect it? Did you know that something like
No,
that
I
was
didn't
coming,
expect it.
or?
I didn't even look for it or expect it, to be honest. I'm very honored, very happy I got it. Uh, I have how do you call it, double feelings with it.
Like
Or-
mixed
or
emotions, or
mixed feelings,
yeah.
mixed emotions. On one, I'm very happy I got it. Very proud of my team. Of course, it's a whole team thing. You know, there's some cool people working with me now. But at the same time, I have something against. Now everybody's gonna know this. I never shared this with people.
Perfect.
I hope I don't regret saying that. No, it just. I know so many other people. They have a lot of good food, but we're giving power to one or two people. We're giving them too much power to decide who to be recognized and who not to be recognized, you know, because that's the way it is, but that's too much power. If I get the recognition, that means other people didn't get it. You know what I mean? So it's a tough thing. Yes, I'm happy I got it. If they hear this now, they might not give me 2026.
Well, I think you got to understand that. I mean, let's go way back to the beginning of Michelin. It was the tire company.
Yep.
And it was a thing that they gave to their people as like a guide and a map, more or less, while you're driving in your Goodyear or your Michelin tires.
Michelin tire, yeah.
And hey, yeah, while you're on the road on Route 66, go check out this place. We really like it. And now,
And rate it for us.
right. And now flash forward to, you know, where it's become over the years. And I mean, I'm never going to get a Michelin star, so I don't have to worry about saying this, but it is kind of crazy. And I've gone to some places that, like the Michelin star taco shop in Mexico City.
Yeah.
If the Michelin star is given out because of simplicity, don't get me wrong, it's a damn good taco.
Yeah.
But is it Michelin star? You know, is
No,
that?
they changed their business plan. That's what a few years ago, they started with Asia. It's a business. A lot of people don't know. Michelin star, it's tire business, and even the Michelin guides, it's a business that helps the Michelin tires.
Right.
It's a business. It's a subcategory of the Michelin tire business, and they're doing some kind of affirmative action now. They want to diversify, because when I was in chef school, we studied about what you need to be in a Michelin guide, and the standards
Wow.
are so high. From the tables, tablecloths, you have to iron them, and the chairs, what type of chairs, the height of the chair. Beside even the food, yes, the foods, the presentation, the temperature, and all those things. Then a few years ago, we heard, oh, they give Michelin to this amazing place in Japan or China or something. I don't remember where they first started to, because they were going down, because people are not doing the fine dining thing anymore. It's shrinking. The market for fine dining is shrinking, so they decided to diversify their targeting of the Michelin
Interesting.
into taco place, from taco to the fanciest place to couscous. Couscous, we're somewhere in between.
Hey, I mean, if there's a worthy person of the full star in the Valle,
Thank you.
I'd say it'd definitely be you. But and for me, I mean, I've been lucky to go to Michelin places and have met awesome people, like, you know, chefs like you, and I really think that it comes down to more than just the cuisine, but what's behind it. And what's behind couscous in Moumen is worthy of much more than a Michelin star. Your personality is amazing. Your presentation,
Come on.
your aura, man.
I'm gonna raise the price. Let's keep going. I'm raising 10%.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
No, thank
but,
you.
But
thank
what's?
you.
I mean, so that's a good question, and I mean, you have a lot of friends throughout Valle, and one thing I love about Valle de Guadalupe is the community supports everyone else. So who are your favorite? Give me a couple of your favorite spots.
My favorite spots.
In Valle de Guadalupe that you think.
Oof.
should get a tire star.
My kitchen, I cook my home.
At your house? At your house, yeah.
I got eggs and olive oil and salt and cumin. Okay, my favorite spots. I stopped eating out much, to be honest, but I go to Finca Altosano. Just
OG.
I love that place. I don't do the fine dining thing anymore. I'm not big in fine dining. You probably knew that by now.
Well, yeah. You see how I dress.
I like sauces, a lot of sauce. Like my food, my cuisine. I like the meat, swimming in the sauce, and bread, and dip bread in my sauce and stuff. So when chefs make those delicious sauces and they put 2 drops of that, it's like, can I have more of this sauce?
Yeah, I think one of the people from my group may have actually walked out with your one of your harissas. I think they did.
I need to check the cameras.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
No, because I remember it was funny because they were saying, "Oh man, this sauce." They had never tasted the harissa sauce.
Yes.
And yeah, they were just pouring it. I remember they asked you, "Oh, I want to buy some of that." I swear I saw some.
No, it's fine.
I'm
they
sorry.
were very generous. No, but also the meat is just sitting in the sauce. You know, people. That's. I really don't go out much. I was not prepared for
this is one of the most
question.
diplomatic answers that you could give.
No, I'll tell you where I ate in Finca, in Alimalon, Deckmans, of course. Different places, Fauna has a superior, amazing food.
They were like one of the first to bring like a big LA style, like they do like the shared tables and stuff too. I thought that was really cool.
But the food, I don't know about, but I went 2 years ago and I like that delicious simplicity in the food. Animalon have some amazing. I'm not being diplomatic. I went to all these places and I loved them, to be honest. But Animalon and Fauna, you do the set menu and everything. I go if I have to impress a guest or something.
Yeah.
But if I want just by myself or with a friend and chat and have some wine, go to Finca Altosano, to be honest.
What's your favorite meal?
There is a pasta they make. That's what I order all the
meaning
time.
in general. In life in general. What's your favorite meal to have?
Ooh. In a restaurant?
Anywhere.
Or at home?
On the beach, on a boat, in a moat with a goat.
I'm a sandwich guy.
Really?
With the right breads.
Like a deli sandwich.
A baguette.
Ooh.
Those.
Like a French style baguette.
Yes. You can put just a piece of cheese or a piece of jamon with some olive oil like that, and I'll eat one every day.
With a good bread that goes bad by the next day. Like a fresh, real.
The bread to me is 80%.
Yeah. All right.
It's 80%.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so just a good sandwich.
A good sandwich. There aren't enough good sandwiches in Mexico.
Not enough.
I mean, that's the one thing I'll say. I mean, tortas are good and all, but...
Yes. No, I don't do that soft bread.
Yeah.
Soft bread.
You like
maybe
a little
some
crunch.
ciabatta breads or baguettes. Every time I'm going to Morocco, I stop by Madrid airport. They have this place where I get good jamon iberico.
Yeah.
Good sandwich with the fresh
Simple.
orange juice.
Simple, yeah.
That's it.
That was, honestly, Spain is what I didn't eat bread for a long time, and it wasn't. I'm not gluten intolerant or anything. I just always felt like bread didn't make me feel good, and whatever. And Spain, at Barcelona and Valencia, my first time there, I saw people walking around with baguettes in their hand.
Yeah.
Just eating bread. And everyone was skinny too. And I was like, whoa, this is amazing. And I remember I got so excited. I'm going to get some of this bread. And I got like 10 loaves of bread or whatever at this market and take it back. I was with my wife at the time. And we're like so excited. We had some. And then we woke up in the morning to have like a little toast and jelly or jam or whatever. But it was hard already.
Oh, okay.
Because it doesn't have all the stuff, all the crap in it,
Because, well, first in Europe, people, bakeries, they make bread every day. They sell it, whatever left over, it's not sold next day. It's thrown away, So you go and buy the bread, fresh bread, every morning. And in Morocco, we got that culture also from the French, of course, but also we make breads. If we're not buying breads, if your mom is stay-at-home mom, she makes bread every day, every morning.
Wow.
You know, we eat fresh bread. However, with my dad, God bless his soul, we have leftover breads. We bring fresh bread. This is lunchtime. We used to get together to eat lunch. And we cannot touch the fresh bread until we finish the bread from yesterday.
Oh, man.
And we hated it. So we split a little piece each. All the brothers and sisters, you know, we...
Hide a little in your pocket.
Yes. My dad said, just eat it. It will help you... God will forget all your sins if you eat old bread.
If you that's how he got you into it, man. That's like how your parents try to trick you into eating vegetables, you know, or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
But yours was with bread.
Yeah.
So what's next for couscous? You just recently opened up a new spot, right?
A new little lounge.
What's the name? It's called
Darna Lounge.
Darna.
Darna in Moroccan means our home.
And this is in Ensenada.
Between South Hall and downtown Ensenada, just in that main road, adjacent with the Hotel Lucerna, Torres Lucerna.
Okay, right by Lucerna.
We are hosted inside a French restaurant called La Flor de Calabaza. La Flor de la Calabaza, I believe.
Flor
de Calabaza.
Of the pumpkin.
Flor de Calabaza is a breakfast and a juice bar place. Really delicious, very, very good. I highly recommend breakfast place. The owner and her husband, they're very nice people. And Angela, she swim with me. We swim together. And Andres makes delicious wine that I have actually at the restaurant. And they close at 3 and I open at 4. So we remodeled the restaurant, made it a little bit more Mediterranean, not too Moroccan,
right?
Because they open in the morning for brunch, for breakfast. And so they close at 3, I open at 4. So I brought a little bit of the couscous flavors, all the couscous, but I opened Darna for all the locals and friends, don't want to do the drive all the way to Valle de Guadalupe, but also want something just easygoing, because couscous is a destination place. You want to impress friends, you want to celebrate a birthday or something big, so it's a whole feast. You know, couscous is an experience, is a feast. So I want to take a little bit of that, bring it to the locals where they can go just for a little happy hour or some gathering among friends. So it's more of a lounge with drinks. And the dishes at couscous, they're served at a smaller portions.
So you're able to get a little more of an introduction into the Moroccan cuisine.
Yep.
And I'm sure that actually people are like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then that could transition into coming out to Valle de Guadalupe.
Yes. If they want to do just keep doing that introduction all the time, little lounge, they're hungry, they want something quick, or they want to hang out, have drinks, then eat something, that's Darna. They have family visiting, or you want to impress your boss, or a date or something, then you go to couscous. It's a special thing where you get the full experience of Morocco and Valle de Guadalupe.
Wow, that's amazing.
That view, man, that view
at Couscous,
yeah,
I would say that's easily one of the best views in all of Valle de Guadalupe.
And that helped me actually decide to close Couscous San Diego. I was so happy with.
I mean, you've done some amazing things, my friend.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure there's a lot more to come.
Yes.
You know, without spilling too much, I've heard there's some other things possibly in the works. So
stay tuned.
Congratulations on anything that does come, and I thank you so much, literally from the bottom of my heart, for coming here today. And you're honestly you're one of the nicest people like I think I've ever met.
I'm telling you, I'm going to raise the prices.
I know, man.
So
I think you need to, especially now that you got the tire nod, you know, you got to raise your prices. Did you at least get a free set of Michelin tires out of that?
Man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You're a cool guy. I'm so glad I met you.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I'm so excited to see what you do next. And
I'm happy your wife brought you to my restaurant.
I am too, man.
Ago.
Yeah, and honestly, I never forgot it. And I had heard about Valle, and then literally when Saria took me there, I looked it up. I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah,
this is the one from San Diego. No way! And Kristen, even from Lechuza, she's like, seriously, where have you been? Like, you got your head, you know, I eat too many tacos, I guess, you know, but thank you again, my friend, so much for being here. And you guys stay tuned for so much more to come from Moumen and Couscous and Darna. Darna, you got to check out Darna too. And I can't wait, man. I'm super excited to see what comes.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, my friend. And you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Baja Uncovered. We got so much more to come. Like, subscribe, share, show it to your friends, your enemies, your grandma. And we'll have so much more to show off in this amazing place that we love to call Baja, California, and Baja Sur y Mexico. Thank you, guys. We'll catch you guys soon. Hasta.
We're going down south, amigos. Welcome to the adventure. Yeah, yeah.